Fish? Fish? Fish, where were you?
I was in the bathroom.
Thank God.
I already did. Why aren't you asleep, Denise?
I had a bad dream about you that woke me up.
I want you to dream about me. It's an invasion of my privacy. Go back to sleep.
Fish?
Yeah.
You're thinking about your retirement tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah.
You want to talk about it?
There's nothing to talk about. Today, I'm Detective Sergeant Philip K. Fish of the 12th Precinct. Tomorrow morning, I turn in my badge and rule book. Then they'll take my ID card and stamp retired on my face and punch a hole through my nose.
You knew you'd have to retire someday?
But why can't I retire when I want instead of when they want?
You're going to be exhausted tomorrow. Please come to bed.
I wouldn't be able to sleep.
What are you doing now?
I think I'm going to get dressed.
At 3 o'clock in the morning?
I want to take one last walk in this neighborhood while I still have a gun.
How you doing, Mr. Fish?
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Fish.
Hi, Mr. Fish. Morning, Mr. Fish.
How come they always travel in a pack?
Go ahead, Victor.
Mr. Fish, we tried to find a card to get you, but we couldn't find one that said happy retirement.
I'm sure.
So we all got together and wrote you one of our own.
Go ahead, Victor. Lay it on.
Mr. Fish, today's the day you stop being a cop and become our full-time pop. Which won't be bad, Dad. And we promise you we're gonna strive to make you happy while you're still alive.
That was my line.
I'll remember that.
So, Mr. Fish, we can't say it truer. If it wasn't for you, we'd all be in the sewer. Signed, your loving friends and wards of the court.
And all our names are down there, with our fingerprints.
Thank you. It's very nice, children. I'll make a copy and send it to the FBI.
And if you like the card, well, wait till you see the present we're gonna get you. Hey, man, I didn't tell him what it was. I'm not exactly a moron, you know.
Not exactly, but close.
You're a racist. I'm gonna tell Andy Young on you.
Take care, Mr. Fish. Bye, Mrs. Fish.
Have a good day.
Well, I guess it's time to go.
Yes.
And that's what I better do.
Fish?
Yeah.
You forgot your lunch.
Oh. Well, goodbye, Bernice.
Fish? You don't usually kiss me like that in the morning.
I'm not myself today.
Fish?
Huh?
Your lunch.
Oh.
It was nothing, man. It was so easy.
Mike, are you sure no one's seen you buy this from that guy?
Don't worry about it.
Hey, come on, man. Open it up. I ain't never seen a real police scanner before.
That don't look like it's worth no $20. You sure the fence was honest?
Are you kidding? This thing sells in the store for $200.
Well, Mr. Fish is gonna love it. He could sit around all day listening to police calls. Yeah, it's just as good as being in a squad car. Except for you can't shoot nobody.
If you want my opinion, I ain't too sure we should have bought no stolen merchandise.
You picked a great time to tell us.
What makes you such an angel all of a sudden?
I know, I just got this uneasy feeling. Like maybe God might find out.
Something worse than that could happen.
What?
Mr. Fish might find out.
Listen, Joe, it ain't like we stole it, right?
I know, but it still don't seem like the right thing to do.
Hey, what are you, the Salvation Army? Hey, look, we bought it already, so just forget about it.
Quit putting her down. She's got a right to think a moral thought once in a while.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Charlie, how you doing?
What you got?
Mr. Fisher's retirement present.
It's a beauty, ain't it?
Oh. Wildcat scanner. Well, I've seen these things advertised for $200. Where'd you get the money?
Well, we got it at what you might call a discount.
Oh, gee.
Discount?
We got it for $20.
90%. That's some discount.
Well, this store owner don't got no expensive overhead. Yeah, like a store.
It's a terrific machine, Charlie. It's got everything on it.
Everything except the serial number.
90% discount, no store, no serial number. You know, I just got this wild, crazy idea. I mean, is this, by any chance, stolen merchandise?
Mike, are you gonna tell him or should I?
Did you kids buy this from a fence?
All right, Charlie, we ain't gonna lie to you. We bought it from a fence. But we were just trying to help him go straight.
Really? How?
Who's having a going out of business sale?
Going out of business sale. That's terrific. I don't believe this. I mean, on the day that Mr. Fish is retiring from the police force, you kids were gonna give him a hot police scanner?
Ironic, ain't it?
Oh, it's ironic. It's also illegal and immoral.
Come on, Charlie, we ain't no worse than anybody else. So don't lecture us on morality. Hey, what about all those congressmen getting paid off by the South Koreans and then keeping their relatives on the payroll for doing nothing?
And what about the congressman keeping secretaries on the payroll for doing plenty?
Look, all that concerns me right now is Detective Philip Fish. And in his whole life, he's never done anything dishonest. I mean, you should be learning from him, not them. So get rid of it.
Well, what do you think we ought to do about the scanner?
Turn it on and see if anybody's after us.
That's Ellen Haber. I ain't home.
Hello? Well, who's calling? Oh, just a minute. Mrs. Fish, telephone.
Who is it?
Barney Miller.
Barney. Hello, Barney. Fish left for work about 7:30. Why? No, I have no idea where he is. He's never been late in his life. Oh, I'm sure he'll show up. But listen, Barney, as soon as he comes in... Yes, and if I hear anything, I'll call you. Thank you, Barney.
Is there anything wrong, Mrs. Fish?
I don't know, honey. Mr. Fish left for work 4 hours ago. And he hasn't arrived yet.
Excuse me, is this the Fish residence?
Yeah, I'm Mrs. Fish.
How do you do, ma'am? Detective Sergeant Ryan from Brooklyn 6-5. Hey, it's okay, Mrs. Fish. Captain Barney Miller from Manhattan 1-2 asked me to drop by. Kind of take a look at it.
Oh, please come in.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Charlie Harrison.
Hi.
How do you do?
Okay.
I just want you to know, Mrs. Fish, that I sympathize with what your husband must be feeling these days. I mean, about retiring and all. It stinks. It stinks.
Would you like to sit down?
Thank you. Listen, in just a few years, I'm going to be facing that same problem, and I don't know what I'm going to do on that day. Probably jump off a building. That's just an expression now. I know you're worried, Mrs. Fish. I mean, my wife is worried sick to death all the time, too. I've been through shootings, stabbings. Once I got this blade stuck in me 4 inches. I told my wife I fell on a nail.
That was thoughtful.
I understand these things, Mrs. Fish. Fact is, we got this association. I'm on the committee. Say someone retired. I go around, try to help them make the adjustment. I mean, talk to the widow, things like that.
Sergeant, is there anything that we might do to help?
When I realize that Manhattan 1-2 has probably been in touch, but if you wouldn't mind answering a few questions.
Anything, sir.
I'll try to make this as easy as possible for you, Mrs. Fish.
Thank you.
Now, when was the last time you saw your husband alive?
Alive?
Well, in a manner of speaking, Mrs. Fish. I mean, what time did he leave for work this morning?
We left the house at 7:30.
7:30. You got any idea at all where he might have gone?
Unless he's on a case, he always goes straight to work.
Ha-ha. We've got a description out on Sergeant Fish. I mean, everybody's going to be on the lookout for him. 6'2", gray hair, hunched shoulders, slightly stooped, mole in right cheek, thin lips, prominent nose, sunken eyes.
With that description, you'll never find him.
I mean, you don't look like that.
Not to me. I have a picture of him, and that might help you.
It's okay, Bernice, I'll get it.
Mrs. Fish, would you mind answering a question about his personal habits? Did he ever get in the habit of taking a drink in the morning?
Only prune juice?
Prune juice.
Here, Sergeant. This is Sergeant Fish.
Aha. When was that taken?
About a year ago.
Had he been sick?
No,
Would you happen to have a color picture of him?
that is a color picture.
It was one of the early Polaroids.
May I keep this?
No. It's the only copy I have. If you don't mind waiting, I'll go upstairs and get another photograph.
Not at all. Not at all, ma'am. Hey, come here. I didn't want to unduly embarrass the little lady, but would you happen to know if Sergeant Fish is hiding out in a little love nest?
Love nest?
Yes.
Fish?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's too bad. Would have given us another place to look. I mean, it is sad, ain't it? I mean, a guy's 63 having to retire. I mean, nothing to look forward to. Who knows what he might do?
Sergeant, could I get you something? A cup of coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, like a good cup of coffee.
Wouldn't we all?
How do you do?
Can we help you with something?
You're the kids that live here in this group home, huh?
Yeah, that's us.
Who are you?
Detective Sergeant Ryan from the Brooklyn 6-5.
Oh, boy.
Just looking at your scanner.
You got a search warrant.
Hey, Loomis.
This yours?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
It's like one of the really expensive jobs.
Really?
Where'd you get it?
Well, we got it from this kid's father. He's kind of like a distributor.
We bought it for Mr. Fish, but he already got one. So we're selling it.
You just bought it, and now you're going to sell it? So what are you asking for it?
Oh, well, we was asking something like $50.
$50? I'd give you 35 for it.
40.
You got a deal.
20.
20?
I'm just being honest with you. That's all we pay for it.
Kids are okay. Hey, I mean, you're okay.
What'd you do that for? Ask Jilly. She's messing up my head.
Hey, kid. Here's your $20.
Hey, thanks. I ain't even gonna count it.
Hey, how about taking this and you put it in that blue Chevy out front?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Now, you sure you want to get rid of it?
Oh, yeah. We just love the idea of popcorn in it.
Oh, hi, kids.
Hey.
Hi, Charlie.
I got your coffee, Sergeant.
Thanks. Nice bunch you got here. I just bought a scanner from them.
This is the only good picture I could find, Sergeant. It was taken at Coney Island last summer.
Well, the men will just have to imagine him with his clothes on. Mrs. Fish, I assure you that I will do everything possible to bring this ugly incident to a close. But good luck anyway, huh?
Isn't there anything we can do to help find Mr. Fish? Why don't we organize a search party, like when they tried to find the monster in Frankenstein?
Hello? Hello, Arthur. All right. All right, I will, if you think it's important. Okay. Thank you, Arthur. That was Sergeant Dietrich.
What did he say?
He wants me to look around to see if Fish left a note.
Fish will continue in a moment. Bernice, where are you going?
I can't sit around anymore, Charlie. I've got to go to the precinct.
Now, look, I'm sure that they'll call you immediately. You know they're doing everything they can. After all, Fish was a very beloved man.
Is, Charlie, is.
I didn't mean to,
That's okay. Take care of the kids.
Bernice, are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, Charlie. If something's happened to Fish, I want to be with him as soon as possible. And if nothing's happened to him, and he's just late, I'm going to kill him.